Hi, my name is Ted Granger. I'm the Director of Lead for our West Bradenton campus. I'd like to spend a little time with you today talking about a powerful tool called a SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis basically stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Uh, What I'd like to describe before I get into each one is to see how they impact the environment itself. What I mean by that is strengths and weaknesses are an example of things that are frequently internal in nature. It's how we do things. Okay. It's typically short term in nature and very tactical items here. Opportunities and threats, on the other hand, is more focused on the external environment, what's going on out there. They're typically more longer term and they're typically more strategic by nature. So let's dig into this a little bit more about strengths and weaknesses and these opportunities and threats. What are we talking about here? Well, strengths, first of all, are the characteristics of an operation, of a campus, of a business, of a ministry, and which we do better than most. Okay. It gives us an advantage over others. In other words, people come to us because it's one of our strengths. And that's good stuff here. And we've been working at doing this for a while. Now, on the other side, weaknesses. Weaknesses are the characteristics where we're a disadvantage to others in reality. Others do it better than us. We know that, and we'd like to do it better. But right now, let's be honest about it. They do it better than we do. It is one of our weaknesses. How about opportunities? Opportunities, they're the elements of the external environment that exist that we can take advantage of because we are good at it. Give you an example of that. What we do in our community outreach, we're good at doing this. What we did during the hurricane, we are good at doing this here. And we need to take advantage of it. We need to take advantage anytime the opportunity comes up. On the other hand, threats, these are things that we are not good at. And we need to recognize this from an environmental standpoint. If something like this were to happen in the community, or if something like this were to happen in our campus, we're not prepared to deal with this. This is a threat that we need to identify, recognize, and get better at understanding how we can eliminate that threat. So bottom line, it's very simple what these four things are. The reality is, first, we want to build on our strengths. Whatever those strengths are, we want to take advantage of them. We want to build on them. Okay. On the other hand, weaknesses. We need to be out there benchmarking, seeing how others do it, and understanding why there's a gap, why it's our weakness, and then figure out how to close that gap. Okay. The next thing we want to look at is these opportunities. There are opportunities out there, as I described earlier, that we are very well fitted to meet the need. We have the resources, we have the knowledge, we have the capability, we have the size, we're able to do these things. We need to do them, take advantage of these opportunities. On the other hand, in the areas that we're not prepared to act on, we've got to learn what those that are doing. And if nobody is doing it well, then we've got to come up with a way to take care of that need, because the need exists out there. There's a threat out there. And if nobody deals with it, everybody loses. So hopefully this has been helpful for you. Now, one thing I will tell you, when you do these strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threat analysis, make sure typically they're done with words first. This is one of our strengths, and I'll give you, and you describe it in some words. We're good at this, we're good at this, etc. And go right down the line. Eventually, hopefully, you're able to go beyond just the words, though, and put some numbers in there. We're good at this because everybody does this thing in this length of time, or is able to handle this number of people, and we're able to do it better. And this is how we describe it. So especially when you get to the weaknesses and the threats, when you want to close the gap, this helps you identify what that gap is. And as you're closing it, you can not just say it in words, but you can say it in facts and numbers. So hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully this is a tool that you can use. And we'll be communicating more of this and in this format as you start getting the measurements of the performance of your individual campuses. Thank you very much.